What's going on YouTube? Excellence here, bringing you guys in a video back up here onto the channel. This time what I got for you guys today is a brand new settings video. I'm going to go into a little bit in depth of certain settings to help you get more FPS, maximize your visibility, and then some controller settings for you console guys out there, or even some controller on PC guys out there. Now, I've been requested to do a settings video more recently, and I thought I might as well actually dive into my actual settings for my PC to give you guys kind of a background on what I'm playing with, specs of my PC and all that. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy the content, make sure you guys like the video. Let's go for like 50 likes, and also if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. I'm trying to hit 15,000 subs before Cold War, and if we can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic, right? But yeah, I'm not going to waste too much time here. Going to dive into the settings here on my PC and then switch on over to Modern Warfare. So yeah, let's get going. All right, once you're on your PC here, man, type in your power settings. It's going to pop right up as this. Go into additional power settings. If you can't see it, sorry, I think my face cam is blocking it, but it's like literally right under my face cam here. It's going to be under related settings on your right hand side, and just make sure high performance setting is clicked on. If you don't see it, you might have to like drop this down or drop something down, but just make sure that one is off rather than the balanced one. This is all depending on like how good your PC is too. Like, I don't have a crazy good rig, but as long as you guys have like a decent PC, you should be able to use this one. All right, next up, go to your game mode settings and pull that. Make sure game mode's turned off, and then once you are done doing that, once that's turned off, if you guys have Nvidia, you can go into the control panel here. If you have AMD, you can also do this. Just bring up whatever control panel there is for the AMD and go up to your 3D settings here. It should be the first one for Nvidia. Adjust image settings with preview. Just make sure this is dragged all the way down to performance instead of balanced or on the quality. Just gonna emphasize the performance that you want on your games and your PC in general. We're back on Modern Warfare here. You can use this on console and PC. Just so I get that out of the way there. Go over to kill streaks and vehicles. Armor plate behavior, apply all. If you don't see this on your screen, it's because you have to plug in a keyboard when you're on console. So if you guys have one laying around, or if you guys just maybe even have a PC like I do, or whatever your case is, right? Plug it in. Make sure the behavior is apply all. It's just my personal preference. You just have to tap triangle on your controller once, or on your keybind once, and you can just run around and move, so without taking your hand off the controller, so you're still able to move around much better and just get away from tough situations. Sometimes you can also cancel your plates out just by retapping the keybind, whatever you have it set to. But moving on from that, controller, I'm on it for my input device. Field of view 120, that's personal preference really. I'm on affected ADS field of view. That's why some of you guys are going to say that I have no recoil and all that stuff. It's just a visual thing. It makes it zoomed out more, so your gun's not going to kick to the sky, rather than if it is on, I think it's called independent, right? Yeah, the independent setting. That's just a little explanation between that. I'm on 52 brightness there. Some people, it might be different. It could depend on your monitor and all that stuff too. I like 52. I think that's a good balance. Here's something that I'm pretty sure everyone clicked on this video for. The graphics settings, what you're going to really want to be focusing on for those higher FPS and how you're going to be able to see people and stuff like that. Make sure game's always in full screen mode. Just one of those things. Some screens are going to lock it out. It's going to cap your FPS if you're not on full screen, so you're going to be capped at 60 rather than the max potential that you're able to go to. Also, make sure your screen refresh rate is matched to your monitor. Mine's 144, which is why you're going to see mine on there. My render resolution stays at 100. The only custom frame rate that I do is the menus. I leave that at 60 and then out of focus at 30. Everything else is basically unlimited. I know it says 300, but my PC is not going to go up to 300. I disabled Nvidia highlights, but here's the new thing that they just added in for Season 6. Nvidia Reflex low latency is just going to give you more low latency between your controller, and I'm not sure about your keyboard, but for sure with controller, I turn enabled plus boost on. It kills like all the latency and stuff like that. You guys can see the advantages and the disadvantages on the right side of your screen here. I'm not sure if my face cam's blocking. It might be a little bit, but if you guys are on PC, you should be able to see this. If not, console, don't even worry about it. When I'm playing Warzone, I keep my textures at very low. Like I said, I don't have a god PC. I'm probably overkilling it here by putting it on very low. I could definitely rock low or even normal, but for me, I'm just keeping it on very low because I just want to have those frames rather than a little bit better quality of my game. That's just me personally. Could be different for you guys. I'm just saying this is what I run. Texture filter normal, particle quality high, bullets impact on, tessellation disabled, on-demand texture streaming enabled. Streaming quality, these are two new ones. I think I've never really seen those ones, or at least the last time I've been in my settings, so I'm not really too sure about those. Shadows low, cache the sun and shadows, both disabled. Particle lighting low, ray tracing off, ambient occlusion off, SSR off, and then everything else is disabled down here except for my filmic strength, which is on 1.0, but it doesn't matter because my anti-aliasing is off. So, alright, audio settings, I play on boost high. I got my master volume way low just because it feels like my ears are bleeding sometimes on this game, but boost high is like super crunch back in Black Ops 3 if you guys are familiar with that. Just able to hear footsteps super easy. Definitely throw this one on if you guys don't have it on already. My second choice would also be home theater. I played on that one for a little while, but I just prefer boost high now. Alright, here's my button layout for the console guys that are watching this video. I'm sorry you guys had to wait so this long in the video, but for those PC guys, you guys are basically done. If you guys want to click off the video, that's okay. But for those guys that do play PC on controller, these are my settings here. Rock tactical flipped. My dead zone is 0.01. This one is very particular to yourself and your controller. I have stick drift on my controller, so this is kind of where my stick drift stops. Maybe even a little bit of stick drift here, but this is where I like to rock my dead zone. My ADS is both 7.7, both horizontal and vertical. I just feel like this is where I'm able to hit a lot of my shots and not sacrifice too much mobility. My ADS low zoom 1.05, ADS high zoom 1.25. It's one of those things where I've just rocked the whole game and I just got used to it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why is it higher than just the 1 default? I don't know. I think I remember seeing Korean Savage rock above a 1 at one point, so I just threw it on there and I just got used to it. Aim response curve type, I rock dynamic. Standard is also pretty good. Aim assist standard, scale aim assist FOV, make sure you guys turn that on there if you're on PC. Console, you shouldn't have to worry about this. It's not going to be there. Everything else down here is pretty much just normal. Except for my use and reload behavior. For Warzone, I rock contextual tap. For multiplayer, tap to reload. I'm playing Warzone more than multiplayer now these days, so contextual tap is usually always on. Slide behavior tap, just for those slide canceling abilities, just super good to learn. If you guys already haven't learned that, then I do feel sorry for you because this game is almost over. I don't use any automatic sprints or anything like that. And I have my parachute auto redeploy on also. That's going to wrap it up for the settings video today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. I pump out class setups, top tier gameplay, and all around just good content on Call of Duty. I'm going to be transitioning everything over to Cold War once it drops. It's been excellent, guys. Catch you in the next one, boys. Peace out.